Yes, lads, what's going on? Welcome to episode 36 of the Under-23 Sorare Road to Glory. If you're new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. And if you do enjoy the video, lads, please always do give it a like. And yeah, today we're back with another Road to Glory episode. I am filming this on Wednesday. Normally I film these on a Thursday, but I am busy this Thursday. And so we might not have predicted lineups and expected scores over on Play Sharper as we usually do. And so I probably will be going into this one a little bit blind as far as lineup building goes. But we will kick things off as usual and take a look at how we got on last weekend. And Contenders Classic Limited, lads, you convinced me to get into Division 2 or play Division 2. I did so, and unfortunately it did not go to plan. And don't get me wrong, that is not on you at all. Partially not on me either, I'm going to argue. Timo Becker, lads, injury in the first half at home, minus 6.6 AA, 29 minutes in, absolutely just took the wind out of this lineup because I think he was the first player to play. And I'm not here blaming Timo Becker for the other poor performances within the lineup itself, but yeah, maybe he just spread a bit of a plague. And yeah, we just didn't really score that well. 273 points. Zidane 2-1 loss. Did not expect that one. Obviously, Becker injured. Ivan Heel, some nice AA actually. I think he did hit the post. 8 attempted assists. Still managed 25 AA. Monchu was the letdown as the captain. I think he got, 2 big chances missed. 2 shots on target. And Kyogo, on his debut for the club, lads, we won him as a tier 2 not too long ago. And instant success for him in the gallery. Nice little assist. 62 minutes in. Not much AA. No attacking stats, which is just mental for a forward. I think that just kind of sums up Kyogo's season. And so, yeah, Contenders was unfortunately a disappointment. We're going to have more disappointments than successes. That is just how Sorare works, unfortunately. But where we did get a bit of success was the Cap 244-man effort again, lads. Captained, led by Yuito Suzuki, the man of the moment. He is on absolute flames. I know we made him the poster boy of last week's episode. This form is just ridiculous. Like, I know they've only got a couple games left. They play away to the Midgets next game. But lad, look at this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 decisives in 6 games. It is absolutely mental, really, if we're being honest. Like, it actually is insane. And I'm just glad we've been able to kind of take advantage of it. And I know it's only £1.60, but that goes a long way when you only start with £100. And so, yeah, that's like 1.6% of, the amount we spent on this series. And yeah, we captained him. Koulibaly came up trumps again. Another goal for him. He's on fire as well. Andrade is back, ladies and gentlemen. It took him a little while. There's a few road bumps in the road, but he is back. 5-0 win against Rapid. An assist for him and 93 points to go along with it. But the only shock for me was Pasalic didn't play away to Lokomotiv Zagreb. Came on at halftime, didn't really do too much. He was the reason we actually ended up hitting the threshold. We were 7 points above the 270 point mark. And yeah, if he didn't come off the bench, then we would have been in a bit of trouble because yeah, our other 3 players absolutely smashed. We obviously played a goalkeeper that did not play. And so, yeah, we would have been, we could have been in a really tricky situation there where we would have been incredibly close to hitting the threshold with 3 players. But luckily, yeah, Pasalic came off the bench. Obviously, we didn't win any cards. We didn't even win any boxes. And we are nearing the end of the season where I will be giving away every limited card that is in this series. Every card I've bought, every card I've won, every card that's left in the, the limited gallery will be given away to one of you guys. I have it as a list here, but for some reason, it doesn't let me update the list, but it's basically all these guys and a few extra that I haven't been able to actually throw into this list because, yeah, it's just bugged out. But just a quick disclaimer, if you don't know how this is all going to work, I'm going to be basically just randomly giving out these cards to people who I see frequently in the comments, frequently liking the videos, frequently, sharing them on Twitter and stuff if I've posted over there and whatever. And yeah, just people that have really, followed the series, and I just want to basically give back in a little way. Yeah, I thought that was a good way to kind of make it mutually beneficial in that sense. And any of the cash that I've made from thresholds, etc., from this series will all be put back into making the next season's Road to Glory. So I'm going to start with probably £50 or £100 for the next European season in August. And yeah, the balance right now is at £41.63. We start with £100 if you didn't know. And yeah, we've got a balance of £41.63. And we have all the cards we have in the gallery. Of course, I'm going to be giving them all away. So profiting from this in any way, shape or form. But that is just sometimes the give and take of making content, and I'm definitely not complaining about that. But yeah, so that is, the spreadsheet. I haven't really showed you that for a few weeks. I've been a bit lazy with updating it, but we haven't really won much other than we've won 2 thresholds basically since I last showed you. And so yeah, no play sharper for this weekend for now because yeah, it's Wednesday, not many predictions are out, and so we will just be going into the lineup builder basically and having a look at what we've got available. Do have Campelat back from suspension, thank God. So this weekend we should be able to put out 2 lineups with goalkeepers, so 5-man efforts, and then probably a 4-man cap 240, I think, or maybe a 5-man cap 240, who knows. Let's go over to Sorare itself, though. I just want to see what divisions we have available to us in Contender. And we have an in-season. So, yeah, we're not bothering with the in-season. We're definitely just playing Classic right now. So, we have a Division 2, 3, and 4, basically. Nothing has changed since last week. Last weekend, we played Division 2, as per your suggestions. And so, yeah, we've played 3. We've tinkered with 4 as well. I mean, we have seen this week, or this weekend, we will see a bit of a rejigging as far as how rewards are distributed. Rather than there being like a fixed amount of boxes given, it is now dependent on where you finish percentage-wise. And so you would have to finish in the top 25% of Classic Division 2 Contender. Right now, there's just under 1,500 players in there. So you would have to get into the top, 300 roughly, to win a box. I think Division 2 is a bit of a jump for us last week, if I'm being honest. And so right now I'm contemplating between Division 3 and Division 4. So I want you guys to let me know in the comment section what you would play. Would it be Division 3? Would it be Division 4? This is the prize pool for Division 3. So we've got cards down to 464th place. And alongside that, you would win 3 boxes. And then in Division 4, cards are given out to 385th, alongside 3 boxes. So there's less card rewards in Division 4, but there's probably going to be less users in Division 4 than Division 3. Let me move myself down here so you can see it a bit better. But right now there's just under 1,500 users in Division 4. If we go to view prize pool and go to Division 3, right now there's 1,782. So I do think there will be less players playing in Division 4. The prizes are just not as good and there's just not as many of them. And so I do think naturally this new update that Sorare have changed over this weekend, it will encourage us, I guess, if we have really good lineups to want to play them in higher divisions. Before, we were kind of incentivized to play lower down. And I think it depends what gallery you have, right? Like if you have some really good cards and you have really good matchups on a given weekend and you have Division 1 or 2 available, then, try your luck there. That there's more upside in playing those divisions because you can win, better things, right? There's star rares in there. Even though there is a star rare in Division 3 as well, you do get money for placing at the podium in Division 1. You don't in Division 2, of course. And so, there might not be that much of a difference between Division 2 and 3 realistically. So cards pay down, 388, whereas cards pay down to 464 like we've seen. So there's definitely still contemplations to be had in where you should play your players, and I think that is a good thing. It adds another layer of complexity and strategy to this game. But for me, it's Division 3 or Division 4 this weekend. Please do let me know in the comments. And let's get into some lineup building. So, contenders. We have Luka Zidane at home to Amorbieta, who actually we have the goalie for in Campos. Unfortunately, has been dropped. For now, he might play this weekend, but we can't bank on that. And so, we only have one goalkeeper. So, Luka Zidane definitely gets that spot at home. It's a nice fixture on paper. Eibar have been a little bit dodgy recently, though. And so, we definitely have to keep an eye on that one. Like I said, it's Wednesday. There's still, hardly any predictions right now as far as, people thinking, players are going to start or not. And so, we're definitely going to have to be quite cautious in who we pick. But like I said, it's still going to be a work in progress. These lineups might change by early Friday morning if we have any more news, of course. And so, going off this, if Timo Becker is injured, we basically have Andrade. Clerk looks to be injured as well. Really bad timing right now for injuries. But Klein Hansel looks to have a decent matchup at home to Schalke. Scored really well last game. I forgot I was still down here, so let me throw myself back up here. But Klein Hansel does feel like right now probably the best bet. In midfield, we are looking a little bit short for options. Ivan Heel's the standout, I would say. Really good AA, really good home fixture. Monchu away from home, not as favourable. And then up front, we've got Carlos Martin, we've got Chiki, Koulibaly, and Kyogo. We actually have a lot more depth at forward right now, so interested in going double forward, I think. Khalifa Koulibaly has to take precedent, though. He's been on fire right now. And then it's the extra position. Do we go with Monchu as a midfielder, or do we go double forward? By the way, Carlos Martin scored 82 points last weekend. I did not play him. He was away from home. I thought it was a tough matchup. He absolutely smashed. I obviously regret not playing him now, but that's easy to say now. And then, who do we play for this extra position? It's basically Carlos Martin, Andrade, potentially, and Kyogo. Kyogo has a great matchup. Celtic have a good matchup at home to Hearts, who are no mugs at all. But Kyogo's like upside is like 70 points. Whereas Carlos Martin has been known to hit 80s. And so I'm quite inclined to either go Carlos Martin or Monchu. But I am going to stick my neck out and say double forward Carlos Martin. We're all at home, all 5 fixtures. I'm captaining Ivan Heel to kick us off, and that's probably going to be our Contender Classic lineup for this upcoming weekend. Now, I'm actually going to move over to under 23, I think, because like I said, we do have Kamperlat back this weekend. He is away to Antalyaspor, which isn't an easy game, but there's no easy game for Pendikspor, of course. And so I think we're going to try and play an under 23 limited team and then a 4-man cap to 40 lineup, because we have been having, a bit of success doing that as of late. I think I'm going to go Nicholas Madsen. He is back from suspension and looks to be playing pretty well recently over the last game or so. Madsen is back from suspension, so he's going to fit right in there for us in midfield. Lads, we missed out on 100 from Jasper Darlin last weekend, and we own 2 of him. So it's double negative for us there. At home to Genk, who haven't really been that good recently. El Karauni has a good matchup, though, against Vitesse, who look to be going bust as a club, which is really sad. So I think I'm actually going to trust him over Jasper Darland. Up front, Larson isn't suspended anymore. He was last weekend. Brennan Johnson plays against Liverpool, which I do not like. Griffin Yao would be the ideal candidate, but I'm not too sure if he's going to start or not. So right now, I'm gonna play him there for now because he pairs nicely with Madsen. I'm then going to throw Monchu as the extra player, and I think I'm going to captain Madsen just because he takes penalties, and that's going to be our under 23 limited team. And then for cap 240, which is going to be a 4-man effort, I think I'm going to have to do something like Andrade again because he was exceptional last weekend, as was Suzuki. And then for our forward, I'm definitely going to play Kyogo. Don't know what to do for this extra position. We've got Cham away to Monaco, Darland, who scored 100 last weekend, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to do that again. Larson at home to Villarreal isn't terrible. Outside of that, I'm struggling to see another good option. So I think it might have to be Darland, 10% on our in-season Darland. We're going to filter by no game so we can get that goalkeeper in. And then we're going to throw him in there. Of course, we have to captain Suzuki. He's been the shining light for this series and for my gallery in general over the past couple of weeks. And so, yeah, it's only right trusting him again. And then this is probably what we're going to rock with unless there's any other injury news this weekend. Classic contender, either Division 3 or Division 4. Under 23 limited team, 3 home fixtures, 2 away. And then that 4-man cap 240, which has paid dividends for us over the last couple of weeks. Let's see if it can do it again this weekend. Please do let me know in the comment section what division you think I should play in, Division 3 or Division 4. Always interested to hear your thoughts, lads. But this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please do leave it a like. I wish you all a massive good luck for this upcoming weekend. And I shall see you guys in the next episode.